the year was 1952. The film was called Tamasha and it starred Devanand, Meena Kumari, Kishore Kumar and Ashok Kumar. 63 years later, there's a film called Tamasha. It's 2015 and with me are these two people, Deepika Padukone and Ranbir Kapoor. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Thapa, for having us. Actually, we also didn't know this trivia that there was a film called Tamasha with such a star cast.
1 second, maybe that's why you're playing Devanand in the movie.
Maybe, could be.
That was going to be my next question, but considering how you guys don't know. But what did Imtiaz tell you when he told you that you have to do this?
See, when Imtiaz comes to you with a story, comes you with the idea of story. So what happens is that you are colored with the fact that Imtiaz wants to make a film with you. You know, that itself is such an added thing because Imtiaz is such a director that there is a reason why he's making a film. It's coming from a strong place. He believes in the story. There's a story that he wants to tell very badly, very passionately because there is some connection to him in his life. You know, there is some honesty. There is some, it's an organic process for him. But of course, the story of the film was something which we all could relate to. It was about how we all have somewhere become a part of a system. We all have become robots. And, you know, we all have become, we are running this race without knowing what race we are running, and you know we just need somebody to come in our lives and say that, you know, hold on, you know, choose what you want to do, decide who you want to be, and be you know, run your own race. You don't need to run a race where everyone's running. So that's a simple story. It's told through a love story. It's a story of Tara and Ved, and really excited, and it's not said like every other story. That's why always the same story. But this Tamasha we must check.
Yeah.
No, that's what my question initially was the same. That when you were doing that, I love the Matar Gashti song, by the way. It's just awesome, especially that walk.
Let's do it.
I don't know who does that. I mean, I don't know. That's exactly why I'm not a star. Can you see that my walk? I usually have that walk, so I really don't have to try that much. No, but
I usually walk to office level.
Yeah, I'm like, boss.
You were our inspiration for Matar Gashti.
We wanted to pay a homage to Dev Saab, but at the same time we didn't want to you know, make a fool out of ourselves or make a mimicry out of him. You know, we wanted to do something in a nice homage.
There's a reason why we play these characters, and it's like he said, it's because they decide to not reveal their true identities, because by doing that they feel like they'll just become boring and routine like every other relationship. So they want to add some zing and make it a little more fun, and then they decide that everything that they say to each other is going to be a lie. And they're going to pretend to be people that they're not. Which is why Dev Saab and Mona Darling.
I mean, both of you are so busy right now. I mean, it must be like a pain to be promoting a film, considering you're promoting both Baji Rao and Tamasha.
Promotion is promotion, shooting is shooting. I think the only thing that matters eventually in a larger sense is the content of the film itself. But I think you work hard, you know, there's so much money at stake, and it's important to make people aware of the film that you're making.
What do you think?
See, Dhaba, today's Sunday, we play football every Sunday together.
I know, man.
I've sacrificed that, you sacrificed that, because this is important. You know,
I've sacrificed only one half.
Exactly, you played a half and came. So yeah, you know, it is like Deepika said, it is important because there's so much of money involved. We wanted to reach a large audience, you know, that our film is coming out. It is hard because we meet certain interested people like you who want to know what the film is about, but we also meet certain people who really want to know what the film is about, but really want to know what's happening behind the scenes and you know, the dinner parties and all of that. So that gets a little tedious, you know, political comments, you know, this person said that, this person said this, and then the week after we are only like changing that and saying, no, we didn't say that. So that's a bit of a painful process, but we all are really happy because we worked with Imtiaz. Imtiaz is so dear to us, you know, that we believe in his story, and we believe that this film should reach out to as large an audience as it can.
I also saw pictures of all three of you. Ranveer was also there. What was happening? It was like, you know, this is Baji Rao Mastani Ka Tamasha. I don't know.
It was wonderful that, you know, Ranveer came and, you know, to show solidarity.
No.
Support.
Yeah, he was just, I don't know.
To show support in a way, you know, he dropped in to say hi and really
he's
encouraging
a true, I think, genuine well-wisher. And he's
and you know, he's positive. You know, he gives you that positive energy. Is that, you know, he's looking forward to the film. He said that his favorite song is the Vengeance Remix, and it's awesome. You know, the fact that he's got such a large heart that, you know, his film is coming out, but he's coming and you know, encouraging you, encouraging your work. He's always been encouraging. You know, every film of mine, any promo, any song, he's the first one to message me. You know, if he likes it or dislikes it, and you know, that's very rare to see nowadays.
No, but you know, I spoke to Arjun the other day, and he's hosting Khiladi, Khatron Khiladi. So I was like, you know, so what is your one fear and industry fear? So he was like, you know, I think Ranbir had a fear of heights, but don't tell it to him and don't show it to the television. These guys are like, they really look up to you, huh?
I don't know if they look up to me, but I look up to them also. I've loved Arjun's work. I've loved Ranveer's work, and I think everyone, all of us, are doing such interesting work right now. Times are changing. It's I think the days of the superstars, what the Khans were, is a bit now. It's just going to finish with them. Now it's all going to be about the content, what kind of an actor you are, what kind of entertaining, engaging films you do. So it's not about looking up to anyone. I think we all are inspiring each other. Deepika is inspiring all of us, not just the male actors, even the female actors. So I think it's a great time. It's a lovely time to be in the industry, and I hope that next Sunday I can play football.
No, for another 3 Sundays, you're mine.
You're smiling quietly. Oh, I mean, that's clearly not just that you want to say. There's more. How does it feel?
No, of course it feels lovely, and Ranveer is someone I admire a lot for the kind of work that he does as an actor and how effortlessly he does it and how talented he is. It's ridiculous how talented he is. And in a way, I think he's someone who I've always looked up to in that sense. So when he praises me like this or compliments me, of course I feel happy. And it's someone whose opinion I take very, very seriously, and I'm sure it's the same for him. I think we have an equation beyond the regular. I think I think there's a lot of trust, there's a lot of respect, there's a lot of honesty, and good or bad, I think we'll always look out for each other. And so, it's always nice to hear nice things from him.
So you guys, the last film that you guys did was a super duper hit, and now it is this. It's been a while. I know. I remember interviewing you guys. You were in our office anchoring, and it was just fabulous. What has changed in all these years? I mean, have you guys changed in any manner, or what?
I don't know. Yeah, see, change is something which I guess it's more visible to a third person. But because we've been such a close-knit unit, for these 8 years, that you don't really, of course, the growth of an actor, the growth of a person, all those are there. But I think the heart is the same. The intention is the same. What I had during Savarya and she had during OSO, it's pretty much the same. It's the desire to do better. It's the desire to become a better actor, to be a part of good movies.
It's interesting how you say that a third person would be able to tell you what the changes. Let me be that third person. I'm the guy from the media, and what I've been seeing is that your equation with the media has changed. When I remember when Ranveer had just the third person, he had done
Savarya?
No, not Savarya. I met him for Singh. Rocket Singh. I'd loved that film to bits, and I remember him being there, and he's the guy who would just say everything. And you were a lady who would always be smiling. Now I'm looking at, I was there with the mommy interaction, and for every question, Deepika was like, there was a pause.
Yeah, because times have changed. You guys have changed, not us. Because we say one thing and it's misconstrued, and it's like you have to really think about it. Acha, ye political question ho sakta hai. Will we get banned if we say this? It's all become a little bit of a circus also. 50% we are to blame. 50% is also the perception that certain media houses create. So you have to be careful because as you grow as a star, your voice is heard. People are influenced by what you say. Sometimes that's misconstrued. That's misunderstood. Of course, we would like to live in abandon and just say what our heart feels. But it's very rare that you can do that. It's very rare because you will be questioned and you will be then giving clarifications of what you actually felt. And that's why, I feel like people who are on Twitter or on social networking sites, they're quite ballsy, because whatever they're saying, it's broken down into like minute things, and they said
seconds.
This word or this spelling mistake or what did that person say with this.
But you're on Twitter.
Yeah.
He's not on Twitter.
Yeah.
And talking to me doesn't look like he's going to be on Twitter anytime soon.
Never say never. The digital platform is such a growing, fast-growing medium that maybe at a time when it was a luxury when it started, now it's going to become a necessity because you can reach out to an audience. You can interact with them. Like I said, I have nothing against it, and I don't feel superior being on it. I feel like I'm scared to be on it. I don't know if I can take that much of criticism. I don't know if I can take that much of direct conversation with people who like me or don't like me. I don't know if I have a good opinion which is intelligent enough. So why should I put myself in that spotlight where I have to be, where I am answerable to like now so many people. So I'm just playing that hiding mystery card. I keep saying that, but actually it's also fear. You want to kind of stay away because you don't want to take that responsibility. I have also this theory that, what Deepika is really fighting for now is that whole depression thing
Yes.
that she's looking forward to. People are projecting themselves as such happy people who are not happy. Clicking Instagram pictures and life is great and I'm having this food and look at my body and, I'm going shopping here. And everyone's really sad and, they're either jealous that, oh, that person has a
Sorry,
good
I'm
life.
plugging this in, but India is the most depressed country in the world.
It is, and this is only adding to that, because we are just creating these images of ourselves, and we start believing that image, that I am this happy, but I'm not really that happy.
Yeah.
So I think it's a very dangerous phenomena that that the world is going through, not just India.
Yeah.
That social networking sites is causing more depression because you're interlinking the entire world, and people are making false images about themselves, and that's really dangerous.
So back to Tamasha. And Tamasha also means theatre, it also means plays. You guys were at Prithvi.
Yes.
Yeah? Did you enjoy that?
I loved the experience. Of course, I think the particular play that we went for went a little above my head because of the language and the content of the play itself. But I think it was a great experience.
But to be honest, for us actors and to see actors perform live, it's amazing. And this was actually, Imtiaz's demand that I was coming back from London the day before, and he said, listen, I already have these tickets. I want to kick-start the promotion of Tamasha with all of us watching a play. I think it's something that he always encourages also the theatre culture in the country. He's come from the world of theatre. He's been a theatre director himself. So just somebody who's also like
theatre director, theatre actor.
Theatre director and actor, but I think more direction. So I think he's really trying to somewhere expose us to a certain culture which is kind of dying in our country. Theatre is dying in our country because of so many other mediums like digital, television, film. So it's really amazing that there is this guy who's really instilling these things and encouraging this stuff with us.
No, your family, of course, the Prithvi Theatres, that's where it's happening. It's the most prestigious festival. I mean, why didn't you sort of start with plays when you were?
I was actually rehearsing for this play called Shatranj Ke Mohre with Ramesh Sippy, a part that Mr. Rakesh Bedi used to do. But when you're coming out, when you're a celebrity child, there is so much of speculation about you. There's so many directors. Then I started working with Mr. Bansali and he didn't allow me. I wanted to do the play and he said, you'd rather not, because if I want to launch you, I want to kind of keep you under wraps and then
in a town.
You really unwrapped me.
Sorry, I had to say it.
So yeah, I would love to do a play. I mean, today I think we actors don't do plays not because we don't have the time, but also we are scared. It's not easy. Acting for theatre is very different from acting for film. I'm not saying which is harder or which is easier, but acting for theatre is really bearing yourself. It's like being naked. It's about a naked emotion that not that your camera is capturing, but people are actually watching it real.
Deepika,
But Imtiaz promised us that if he ever writes a play, he'll cast us in it.
Really? Are you guys open to doing that at some
Absolutely,
point?
absolutely. I think it's so exciting to. It's the first. No, it's not actually the first. I've seen some plays in India as well before. I've seen like Vagina Monologues and the Diary of
Banned.
Anne Frank. I remember there was. So yeah, I've seen a couple of plays internationally and over here, and it's very, very exciting. See, for me, this whole thing is very exciting. I come from a sports family.
Yes.
So to first sort of understand the film business and the film industry and this craft itself, and now to start watching theatre and plays where I feel that technique is very, very different. This kind of strength and energy and whatever you do over there, even physically, is very, very different. So it's exciting, and it's not something that you can just do. It's something that will require a lot of time. Plays require a lot of rehearsals, but if Imtiaz has said that, and if he wants to direct us in a play, that'll be the day.
When Imtiaz directs a play, that'll be then. Right now, Imtiaz has directed Tamasha, and the Tamasha has the two of them, Ranbir and Deepika. Best of luck.
Thank
The film
you.
releases on the 27th of November.